And hopefully we're turned the right way. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and fast forward until you see something interesting. I'm going to set up my laptop to make sure everything's playing properly. I'll turn off my AC in just a moment so that we don't have to listen to that. It's not too bad of a day today. YouTube, make sure we're live. There it is. And off with that. I hope you're all doing wonderful this July. What is today? I don't even know what today is. July 23rd. Woohoo! Make sure I'm visually seeing live chat and not just the top chat. And no, I don't want to watch that now. All right. Get everything a little bit more situated. Sure we got some lights going on. Now July has been a popular month for Christmas in July, but for what that I will have enough to give away and donate by December. So let's see, make sure everything's lit up pretty good, and I'm going to grab my box of cards. Ow! Ooh, these are my box of cards. So it's July the 7th month, which means I have 6 piles of cards that I have worked on via live with everybody. Hi Sandy, hi Pam. So I just wanted to go back and look through really quick. Probably not that quick, I can't even get them out of the box. All the cards we have made since January. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh, I got a stack. There's one stack. It's crazy. And I'm going to try and zoom out. Oh, there's another stack. I bought this art bin. It's a really great bin. It's nice and long. It's got these dividers you can pull out. And I pulled it out so I could get them out. So I could fit quite a bit in there. And this section here that I pulled out only took up the back half, so it holds quite a bit. And I just used a marker to write on it so that I know where I'm gonna go, and then next year I can write on it, and the following year maybe clean that up with some alcohol. But that's a pretty good little tote. I think I got that one at either Michael's or Joann's when they do their, you know, half off of their plastic storage. Hello Cindy and Maureen. And we got Sandy because she was the first one here, and Miss Cindy, well, I already read you. All right, but so if we go to the back of this pile and we find a little bit more than 10 cards, there they are. We started off in January by hand painting some simple shapes for our Christmas cards. Some of them it turned out way better than expected, using some blues and purples and just doing watercolory trees and stuff. And this was just some watercolor I had, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I had my gouache at the time, so I may revisit this just so that I could use my new Arteza gouache with it. Lots of fun and so much sparkle with the Arteza watercolors over the top. So that was January, and let me double check, make sure I'm doing this right. February was paper packs. So, you know, you buy your Christmas paper packs and they come with those cut-aparts or tags and things. And that's what we used on that, was just tags and paper packs. We made our own tags and ribbons. We used the little brads so they could swing freely and have a good day. And those ones definitely were the pull aparts. And if you're noticing, I'm having to turn them. When you have your pop-ups at one end, if you rotate, just like stacking binders, it'll help even out their stacking. Super simple. This one, the ink blending, the little burlap in there. That one's kind of a thick one. Woo! But lots and lots of cards. Now, a lot of them I started on the channel or on the live and then finished up afterwards, which you guys can definitely do too. Just gonna set those in there, hopefully. And then we did dies. So those were these ones in March. Oh, that little guy's Tootsie got bent up. That's all right. We'll glue that down. Please zoom out. Cards out of screen. Sorry. Oops. No. I need to actually back up. There we go. I don't know why my camera thing's all... because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright, so these are the ones we just used a die cut. These ones I think were the paper rose. No, I don't know. Doris for that one. And using the same die cut and same papers. This one was the paper rose. The little kangaroos. So cute. Using up the paper, but we had little sections left, so we pull in another color, and that does that. Textured paper with just some die cuts. These ones are the super simplest. You just cut and paste, basically. Die cut, layering, glitter on that. So those were our March cards. And then April, May, and June, I think I did all in June because I was bad. So we have some of these I think are just mixed up. We had the stencil, and then we did embossing folders. Nope, not embossing folders. No, these are stencils. Okay, stencil, and then texture paste through our stencil. And these ones I got on Amazon in a nice little pack because I didn't have any Christmas stencils. And this was just wipe off. So I took my stencil, moved it over, and cleaned it off. Super pretty. Lunar paste is so fabulous. Can we see them now? Alright. And a little bit more. Which ones are these? Yep, more stencil ones. Alright. Just a little bit of ink blending. Some little accessories with the Nouveau drops. Okay. Stenciling on pattern paper out of a paper pack. And then some of them I went through and traced with a black pen just a little bit. This stencil I made and then just added some Nouveau drops around it. And then that one, this one, is the same stencil. Okay, I used a gold marker to come in and then went with a white highlight and then a black highlight. I don't think I did that one on camera. And that's layering 2 stencils. So that's our stencil pile. Our fabulous stencil pile. And then we did some embossing folders. which embossing folders makes super easy cards. Just very easy. A little bit of ribbon, lots of color, texture, the blues and the purples making it chilly. Okay, fabulous. And then this one is just to texture paste. I think we rolled it right into the folder and then squished it on that one. Super cool. And this one's a debossed, whereas this one's the embossed. D is the valleys, embossed is the hills, but this is the same plate, just different applications. And then this one I did a foil in the middle, but it didn't work, so I traced that foil with the Nouveau drops. And here again, there's the foil with our stenciling, so you can mix and match them. You can do all of your embossing parts first, and then go back and do this stamping. And I didn't have very many embossing folders for winter, so being just changing up the colors, changing, you know, I embossed on patterned paper there. You know, just how you apply the texture paste can really change things up. Are you out of the... Nope, not out of the green lunar paste yet. I have a feeling I'm going to need another slippery when wet, because it's so beautiful for the Christmas cards. I might run out of that before Christmas comes. So there is that. And then lastly, last month we did hot foil. Hot foil is different than toner foil, which I will be doing closer to Christmas because I want to do some of my own designs to share with you guys. And so hot foil is a whole system. You need the die cutting machine that goes with the hot plate system, and you buy the hot plates and the foil, and this one we foiled on foil. Super gorgeous. Black foil on a silver. And I was finding it wasn't doing too good, but even we just trimmed up the yucky parts and we made it work. There was a lot of overfoiling, and I think it's the cardstock, because it's a thick cardstock. It really molded around the plate, and I think that's why we got this overfoiling. But the same plate, okay, same plate, just different applications. Here I cut a little section off just so it would be over there, okay. And here is the round plate, okay, changing the colors, changing its orientation. Here I scooted it over and cut off a little bit. Did some ink blending in there. Little strip of color. This one did a funny halo, but it looks really pretty. Oh, there's 2 cards in there. Oh, yep, Nouveau drops, because when I foiled, the deer didn't foil properly, so I covered it up. And I can even do it to this one, because the black, I've got those black spots, or those gold spots, because they're there. But again, I think it was the paper I was using wasn't allowing a good adhesion. And again, with the Nouveau drops, just to change it up. And then that's the only one I got done with that one. I am Groot. But I can make lots more with that. And sorry, I forgot to put my stuff on Do Not Disturb. There we go. So lots of Christmas cards all ready to go. for donations and stuff. And see, these ones here, I didn't mind that they stuck out. I'll just get a little bit bigger card for them to go out. It still costs the same amount to mail. So today we are going to do stamping, Christmas card stamping. And so I pulled out my Christmas brand. Yes, Cindy, great idea, using the Nuvo drops to save. Definitely, if you have weird areas, you can just kind of go over it with sequins, gems and stuff. And I forgot, traffic's loud enough. Let's turn off the AC. Sorry about that. And then we have, I've got some words. I've got the big guys here. Sorry, staticky fuzzy. Let's see. I've got this one here. This one here will make a really pretty just page of stamps. So we might do that. If you have little tiny ones, you can stamp them all over a page and make background paper. Especially like these little guys here. Some of them, depending on your brands, come with die cuts as well. Carmen, how many are you going to make? What is your goal? My goal is to do at least 10 a month. And then when December comes, I'll have, what is that? 10 times 12? 120 cards. And then some of them I'm going to do giveaway to like nursing homes and stuff, because in November and the first part of December I want to do a couple extras and then give them away. So on my birthday, December 7th, I want to do part of my giveaway is to give away 1 month worth of cards. And the winner will be able to pick whichever month they liked. So if they like the hand-painted ones, I will give them all envelopes and ship them out to the winner on my birthday, December 7th. So be sure you're subscribed. And then others, I'm going to send out to family and then friends and stuff. And then send out a couple of bundles to some nursing homes or whatever I find people asking for Christmas cards. Because last year, I didn't have enough. There were so many organizations asking for Christmas cards. I was like, I need to have more cards on hand. Inka Dinka Do. Now, these kind of stamps, you can stamp and make the whole card just to focus on little big pieces like this. These little skinny ones, these ones are fun for the inside of your card. Just to add a little extra spice to the inside. Okay, and that is all of those. So let us, and then of course, you know, if you have some old block stamps, last year I used this guy on some square cards. He was really nice. But again, something this big, you could just do all one thing. And EOW. Not that the others aren't great, but hand painted. EOW. Sorry, I don't know what the acronym EOW stands for. Or maybe, or it was a typo. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I had to look at my keyboard and say, what's next to the E? All right. Very nice. I was thinking the same thing, PM. Yeah, Santa stamp. This guy is Jolly Santa by Stampendous. And this Santa is a Recollections Christmas Noel. And of course, I don't pay that price. And you can even find these guys probably on, you know, Facebook D-Stash and stuff. To get rid of them. Got a couple of these guys. So, you know, you can always look for something that's more gentleman friendly. And again, you do this on a white, oh, let's do that. Okay, this one just screamed plaid. So we're gonna stamp this, color it super quick, and make a plaid card. We're gonna set that in there. We're gonna set that right there. Okay, we got some dusties going on. Let me grab my plaids. Do I have a plaid ready? That one's ugly. I need a good looking plaid, people. Ooh. I don't know why I'm looking there. I know where those are. Or not. Ooh, I keep moving stuff. What did I do with those? I was getting Christmas. Because, yep, Christmas plaids. Durr. Okay. Let's grab a... Ooh, look at that nice green plaid. That's going to look lovely. Or red. Woo, look at those. Down you go. Get out our big choppity chop chop. Grab some. I got my box of card bases, and I, for my Christmas cards, am keeping it to one size. The 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, either side open or top open, or it could be top this way. Okay, zoom up. So we have our card bases ready to go. And our stamp, it's going to look fabulous. So I'm going to take my 12 by 12 sheet of paper. If you have scraps, then all you need to do is make sure you can get a 4 1/4 slice by 5 1/2. And then right there. Slice. Now one of them is going to be a little bit bigger, so we need to cut that one to 5 1/2. Okay. And then we'll be able to do this again. Okay. Let me flip this over so we can see. So we have our 12 by 12 sheet of paper. We can do another 4 1/4. Okay. And then it's going to give us a skinny strip. And this, we would just put another color behind it instead of using full front. This would even be bigger if you cut these down a little bit smaller, but I never know how small I want my card panels, so I always do the full 4 1/4. So now I have that ready for another day. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slide this down to 4 1/4. Okay. And then 5 1/2. And what I did is I just marked my cutter with a little black mark so I could find it much easier. And Donna, thanks for joining. And no worries. The first part of the video, I was just showing what I made this year so far with all the Christmas cards. Okay, so right there, I can make 4 cards. So I can stamp this guy 4 times. So we're gonna pull out the fancy paper today. I got some Catherine Pooler paper, which is similar to Hammermill paper, if I'm not mistaken. It's extra, extra smooth and great for ink blending and stuff. Now, where is... No, I was all looking for a stamp positioner. We can't really use a stamp positioner with this. we could try this, but being it's an odd shape, I don't know if that would work. People in their cars are just so noisy. Let's grab that guy out. We're gonna make sure everything stays put. And I forgot to clean these, but the alcohol should have dried. I'll wipe them afterwards. Okay, so we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope we do a good job. And first thing I'm gonna do is grab a sheet of scrappy paper. We're gonna ink it up, and I'm using the VersaFine Clair. Okay, I made a note before I covered it up that they say you can watercolor with it, and it's not, the lines won't move. I was cleaning the kitchen, but who can wash dishes and type? So the dishes can wait. I had to support Elizabeth and join the live. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Carmen. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this in a fairly decent spot, even though it's just a scrap. And I'm just testing my stamp. Because honestly, I don't think I've even used this stamp. I got it last year, year before. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful first time stamp. Look at that. All right. Now, if you know you need to make a lot of cards, pick something simple and repetitive. Because, let me pull this a little closer to me. Being repetitive, you can bust things out much quicker. Okay. And something like this, okay, if you want to do Copics on some and colored pencils on some, your watercolors on some, you can take all of your stamped images, go to the living room, sit down, watch some TV, and color. Ooh, so beautiful. And you can stamp it so you can cut it out. That one is definitely going to have to be a fussy cut because I got it really close to the edge right there. You could cut your paper to the panel size. That way there you don't have... cut it to panel size if you want to use the white paper in your card, if you want to make it like a square to put in the center. Oh, see this? Where did that come from? I haven't touched nothing. Stinking stuff. Okay. But I think if we fussy cut this guy and leave him a nice little white border, what we can do is back him on a solid color. And then put him on our stuff. We'll get one more for this. I'm only going to work on the one, but I want to show you how easy it is. You just stamp and go. There we go. Haha. And then we're just get a little bit of water and our rag and clean our stamp. So beautiful. Okay, so, and like I said, at this point, it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to watercolor it? Do you want to pull out? Well, I'm using the Catherine Pooler paper, which, I don't know, what can we use on that? I think everything, right? I'm trying to find my pencils. grabbed some Prismacolors today. I want my reds. Gotta find my reds. There we go. And since I'm gonna fussy cut, I can swatch right on the paper. And that is not the kind of red I want. Ooh, that might be it. I mean, it's already sharpened and everything. That's more of an orangey red. Almost what I want. I want like a burgundy red. Oh, there we go. Raspberry. Scan and cut or Cricut. Yep. So, the Cricut, I don't know. I know it doesn't do scan and cut, but it does print and cut. Now, here's the thing. This is a stamped image. If you put it into your copier, copy it, and then put it in a program and duplicate it so that you can send it to your Cricut for a print and cut, you are violating their angel policy on how you duplicate that stamp. And you can't sell them, but you can give them away for free. But if you're looking to make some money, be sure you hand stamp if you're using hand stamps. Otherwise, they're not, that's called mass producing. And they don't like that. Okay, let's see if I can not be so shaky. The color pencil goes on nice on this. It's nice and smooth. Very light-handed. But Prismas are fun because you don't have to be light-handed. You can go in heavy and really saturate the first time out. I like to do combinations. Sometimes it's super light, sometimes it's super heavy. And I like to color in the direction that the shape goes. And since the car is kind of square, there's straight lines. Give it a second to go around, just like that. And see, with these other images, I can just, when I'm watching TV, finish them up and then come put them together to finish up my cards. And I can cut all my card panels and everything down to size beforehand or after. Do it all at once. Because when you get that assembly line going, you're gonna get stuff done faster. Okay, so now I'm on the real well, so I'm arching the pencil. And this is a good habit to get into because those directional marks will give more depth and dimension to your project. Even when you lose the lines, it's just a good practice to get into. So around and around for that. I have no idea what I'm coloring on this thing. But we can pull this out and see what they've done. And they did. They colored that red too. So here we go. Color our little light thing red. But I'm going to say maybe it's a different material. So I'm going to color that a little bit darker. Just pushing a little bit harder. Just like so. Follow their highlight lines. Shadow lines. Just like so. A little bit darker up here. And then Moving on. Hello, Janine. How is everybody doing today? We know Carmen is skipping her dishes. Who wants to do dishes anyways? They're just no fun. Okay, and then we're gonna arch again for the real well. Now, here's the thing. If you need super fast, quick, right now, that truck would be done, okay? If you have time and you have wanting to practice and stuff, what you would do is you would go through and add super deep highlights, really burnish that in, make it beautiful, do some crazy stuff, but you don't have to, okay? It doesn't have to look like you spent hours doing it. You can just take your time, do a nice little color job, and be done with that. Let's make some packages real quick. Let's do a blue package. We'll do this one back here, this blue color. And it's a smaller space, so I'm just kind of making little circly motions, getting it pushed in there. And I think that is all tree. And then I'm going to push a little bit harder one time through to do the lid. Okay, that one's done. Let's do, I don't know, let's do this purple one. We're going to do a lighter bottom. And then we're going to do a darker top. There we go. And let us do, I don't know, let's do a pink package. Somebody loves their pink out there. We'll do a pink package. Oh, and it's just the lid. So I'm going to just push really hard. Well, not like, it's not breaking my fingers. Let's put it that way. Add some extra pressure. And now we need some bows. And we used that red to do the truck. We're going to just use this red and hope it's different enough. And you can go through and make gold bows, purple bows, polka dot bows. These nice big areas leave themselves open for interpretation. You could put polka dots on your packages. You could do line work to make it like stripe packages, or you can just give a little extra pressure, make that stand out just a little bit more, and be done, just like so. We're going to take a light blue, and I'm just going to color in the corner. Well, that's a gray. You can tell somebody didn't swatch their stuff. That's all right. We'll do, I'm not sad about that. And then this, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know which red pencil I was using, but this is the other side of the truck. So I'm going to do super, super light red color, because I think that's the inside of the truck on the other side. I think it is now. Coffee filter flowers. What? I remember making those. I just made a sandwich and I'm going to enjoy your coloring. Woohoo! Those are fun to make. I used to love the kindergarten classes. They have too much energy for me now, right? My kids' kindergarten teacher and first grade preschool, they were so fabulous. Got so many wonderful projects from them on the holidays and stuff. I loved it. The popsicle reindeer, you remember those? You get the little popsicle and you use the pipe cleaners for antlers and little cotton balls for noses and googly eyes. So we're going to do our Christmas tree, and I'm going to get a light green and a dark green. That might be too obnoxious. And I don't swatch my pencils. I'm really bad. I will grab a pair and be like, are those good? Oh, those look great together. Okay. If you have a hard time color picking, there are so many channels out there that assist you with that. And you don't even have to watch coloring pencils to learn about the color picking methods. Catherine Pooler has several videos where she shows her color wheel and how her inks line up on that color wheel, and you can look at those colors and just put colored pencils in those places. Anything with pigment can follow any color wheel. Now this tree is soft and plushy, so I'm making swirly motions. I don't want any harsh lines, directional lines like on my truck, so I'm doing swirlies. That one didn't want to color right there. But anybody that is showing how to pick colors for anything, even colors of paper, you know, kind of take note. That's the same principle for pencils, pens, paints, anything. And if you're really having a hard time, just look at it and say, would you wear that together? Okay, your fashion sense is basically your color sense. So if you're like looking at these two greens and you're like, I would not wear those together, don't color with them together. It's all a preference. There we go. And again, not a very heavy layer, because I don't want this to be a professional color job. I just want this to be fun and not take me 20 hours to do. Yep. Pam still has ornaments that she made in elementary. That's awesome. I have stuff my kids made. The stuff I've made, most of it is gone. There's a couple of pieces that my mom kept. Drawings and stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to my other one, and I'm going to give my tree a little detail, just because, you know, we did the darker, the lighter for everything else. And I'm just going to pick little tufts and just follow along. Do the little swirly motion and just follow along their little lines. Just like so. Not all of them. Just like that. Maybe this little guy right there. There. And now we've added color for our tree. let us grab some browns for our dogum. We're gonna see what kind of brown that is. Oh, very nice. So this one, I'm gonna go around the edge just a little bit. Oh no, I like this color. I'm gonna, dog, you are gonna be all this color. I lied. And again, I'm doing swirlies because he's not a door. He's not a flat thing. He is a pup, and they have roundy bellies. So we're gonna, and bulky legs. And a little booty. There we go. Maybe add this color in his ear just to darken that up, in his tail. Just to add some fun. Maybe this leg. Maybe just a little bit. There. Just a little bit of 2 shades of brown to do that. Now, he's next to the car, so we want a different red for his hat. And here's some Crimson Lake. And we're going to do a little bit harder. We don't want it too soft. We really want it to stand out. Just like so. And it makes that white even whiter. I actually still force my kiddos to make with me. They are 17 and 22. I get the eye roll when it's time to do ornaments. Right? They are... Oh, I have no fashion sense, so that plan won't work for me. I'm sorry, Pam. My kids are in summer school and they are doing more art than usual. So now I have to find a place to display them for now. Depending on their size, Carmen, you could do a binder with page protectors and decorate the binder and have a coffee table book. I took pictures of a lot of my kids' work and it's all digital. And then I chucked it because I had mounds and mounds and mounds of paper. And then the stuff I have hanging, I even took pictures of those just in case they ever get ruined. I have them on digital. Yep, table book, absolutely. Yes, we always want to encourage them to be creative. I have a niece, and you know, her situation, she didn't have somebody that was crafty, and she's like, I want this, and I'm like, make it yourself. And she's like, what? So, you know, you give a little bit of direction for your crafty friends and family, and they can do so much with it. And she started decorating her own furniture. She bought it secondhand, sanded it. I showed her how to apply the spray paint so that it didn't get globby and messy. And she went to town, and now her kids craft. I sent them the not too shabby card kit, and when they went on vacation, they sent me pictures where they're just crafting away. Carmen, I have a friend who used her kids' artwork to write letters on for the grandparents. Yep, that's fabulous. Absolutely. That's a really great idea. But most of when my parents were alive, I just made the kids draw them cards and stuff. I'm going to do white wall tires. So I'm not going to color my tires. That is that. What I will do is add just an extra bit of black. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but we're going to try and keep it roundy. not too straight, and then just a little bit right there. That's it. That's my truck. Ha-ha! So you're sitting there, you get these all lovelies colored, and I tell you, I love the Prismas, but they do smudge so easy. So you probably can't see it, but my hands are hot, and it like melts that wax, and it pulls it out. Oh, you know what we need? We need a little bit of yellow in the headlights. There we go. Just a little bit of yellow. But it erases good. Okay. So then we get our crafty scissors. And I always cut apart. Okay. Now, if you lined these up, you know, you could cut them out with your paper trimmer. Send it through your scan and cut at this point when everybody's all colored. Send it through your scan and cut. Okay, and I'm going to leave a white border. So I'm just going to pick a area and start chopping. And I don't mind fussy cutting. Again, you do all your coloring. Do all your cutting, then do all your assembly. Your assembly line, and you will be surprised at how fast they go. You'll be bummed at first because you're doing all this coloring and you're like, ugh, the coloring's taking forever. But as soon as you're done and you start cutting it out, and you don't even have to fussy cut. You can just stamp it in the middle of a card and put it on as a full sheet. You know, we could have done an ink blending background with this. There's so many things you can do. And this one's a little too close to the edge, so we're gonna just be careful. And this is handmade. It's not perfect. And if people complain about your beautiful handmade cards, then they just don't get one next year. That's all we gotta say. Don't like it this year, you don't get one next year. And if I cut straight down, boom, it leaves a corner. We don't want that. So when you go to finish, just turn and go right into your cut. And then you'll have a nice, nice roundy. And I don't like that one. And I don't like this one. Sorry. Okay, that'll do. All right. Little bit of trash. Fabulous. Okay. And we don't throw this away because we can stamp way more on top of that. Okay. So now, oh, look. I don't even have to. Oh, that's going to be fabulous. But see that right there. I like that, but I want to trim this down so that I have a white border. And this is why I don't trim the initial panel. Okay. Now, if you do one card and then you want them all the same, sure, make one card and say, okay, now I need to cut these at 4 by 5 1/4, and you'll save some space. Okay. Thanks, Carmen. Yeah, I like fussy cutting. It's nice. Okay, I gotta go back up. That would be an incredible letter to receive. Yep, talking about the kids to grandpas and Grammys. Yes, maybe it would help her to remember she has kids, and it would make my kids happy. Well, Kim Dixon, creative, hello. I did not see you peek in. How are you today? Okay, and then patient, you could gold emboss a sentiment on there and it would look fabulous. Absolutely, you could put this down below. Okay, but this is why I don't trim, because if I decide to have it this way and do the sentiment here, okay, if I cut it, I wouldn't have enough room. Now, the when we go to do our next cut and we only have that strip will still work, because you could easily have it hanging off and just have this bold color in there. And so both ends would be hanging off a little bit. Okay. And then you would just have another color back there. So it's never wasted. But I think I'm going to do this one this way. I'm going to trim it down a hair. And then I have one more thing to add to it. Maybe. So we have some green. Uh-oh, somebody dinged me. Is this what I want? Come on. I just think a little bit of ribbon on here would be really pretty. And put you, oh heavens help me. There we go. Just a little bit of something. That might not be the right shade of green, but it's what I have and it's gonna look okay. Ooh, although this green might look even better. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Just a little sheer piece of ribbon after Christmas sales. Woohoo! Kim Dixon is fantastic. We love that. Okay, so I'm going to trim this guy down just a hair. I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off of one long side and one short side. So we go 5 to 5 1/4, and then we flip and we do 4 1/4 down to 4. Ta-da! Easy peasy. And then you can toss these. You don't have to save them, or you can put them on the inside of your card, and I'll show you that here in just a second. We're going to take this, make sure we have enough to fold it around to the back side on both sides. And I unrolled every bit of ribbon I had and used that pipe cleaner stuff and then threw it in a bin. So much easier to find and it doesn't unravel. I love it. Okay, so we're going to flip this over. Okay. We're going to get our score tape, a double stick tape, whatever you have handy. You could potentially glue it with like a fabric glue or something, but this is pretty sheer and I don't want it to seep through while I'm trying to work. Grab our little grabbers, finish you down. This is my dollar store tape. Okay, now we're gonna maybe flip that over, grab that sticky, make sure this is for the most part lined up. And grab our card base. Oh, I said, oh, here's all of our card bases. We're all ready to go. I moved them. So this time I'm going to get my hot dog fold. Okay. Still a half a sheet of paper. I got the hot dog fold because I want this one to open this way. Now, we're going to see where we want that. Because I'm a little off. There's a little less room here. Okay, but I think I want that at the bottom. And a good thing, it doesn't have to be perfect. I am going to add, come here, a little bit of score tape to the other side of the ribbon, just to make sure that area stays nice and secure, just like so. Grab my little peel 'em ups. There we go. Burnish, peel. No, burnish. Rotten thing. Okay, now I'm gonna get my handy dandy. I love this glue. You don't need a ton. Okay, and if you get it too thick, you will see the ripples through the paper. Okay, a little bit in the corners. And if you do find it is a little too thick, you just tap and share it somewhere else. And we want the smaller end at the bottom. And we're going to place that in there. Okay. Now, if I were mass producing these, I would cut all of those. I would cut all of the ribbon and then attach them together all at the same time. And now yeah, you know what we need to do with that guy, don't ya? We need to pop him up and give him dimension. If you want to save on postage, just glue him down flat. You don't have to pop him up. Ooh, wrong scissors. Ooh, bad. Ooh, it's not really bad. I have scissors for my sticky stuff, and then I don't have to clean them so often. There we go. Just a couple little pieces of double stick foamies. Get one right there. There we go. Well, hello. Did I miss somebody? Oh, Janine got Simon Hurley goodies. What did you get, Janine? We must know. I just ordered his 2 new pull-apart stamps, the Slimline Florals, and then I ordered an older stamp that had fall leaves and stuff, and I have a great idea for that one coming next month. Oops, come on. Oh my goodness. Amazon tape. Amazon. Arteza tape. You're terrible. Just let go. Okay. And now, placement. I'm going to put the tires below the ribbon. Kind of center it. And voila. We have one done card. Plenty more that we could do with just that simple stamp. And we did super easy peasy coloring. Jean Morin, happy birthday to you. I will save you all. That is all I'm singing. Happy birthday. And I appreciate you hanging out with me on your birthday. Well, I hope it's your birthday. Facebook said it was. Next month, you're such a tease. Yeah. Because this month is almost over, guys. I mean, yeah, it's almost over. But then we can stamp our thing on the back that says we made it. Or just hand write your name. Okay, so you have a strip. You could put it right on the inside of your card just to add a little something something. And for that, we're going to grab the super fine tip. Yes, I have 2 bottles of art glitter glue just so I don't have to change the dang tip. I have a hard time getting those tips in and out because of my nails. Well, we're going to blame it on my nails. I don't know if that's really the reason. There we go. A nice little pop of color. Crooked pop of color. Holy moly. Can we fix you just... Yes. We fixed you just a teeny bit. Pop of color right in there. Bam. And then you can stamp your sentiment on the inside, and then there's less you have to write. All right. I got the latest collection. I get it all at once and added a bunch of distress oxides, reinkers. The shipping to Canada is crazy. Yeah, I forgot you're a Canada. I would definitely do what you did. But as much as I love Simon's designs, you know, some of his stuff is just not for me. And that's what I love about all these companies, is a good company has different designs that appeal to just anybody. And his florals and his background stamps really appeal to me. And some of the other ones just, they're all right. But the quality and design, you can't beat it. Well, I guess it would be sitting right there with some other ones, because there's so many great companies out there. Ah! We're attacked. Okay, so that card is done. And I have had you here for an hour. All that for one card. I did, if you guys aren't busy, I would like to make another one. And if you need to go, I understand. I appreciate you for coming, but I'm sitting here. I had another idea, so I want to get that done and out of the way. So then I can make my 10 Christmas cards today. Because one's not going to cut it. We need 10 today. So let me put that away. Put the ribbon away. Okay. Oh, I found my card bases. I buried them. Okay, so I wanted to do... Where are you, little guys? They're in there. I wanted to make... Oh, and that one. I think I'm going to do this one. This one is really... Ooh, what are you? Get out of there. And we're going to use, I think, this one. Not, yep, that one. Right? Is that one? Yes. And then this one. Because I don't know if that's really Christmassy. We're going to use these three. And we are going to grab this one from Anthony's Paper Crafts. And I'm going to do them together. And I'm going to grab my paper. Nope. Yep, that's the paper. So I'm gonna get this up here. Let's see. See, that's 5.5. Okay, so I did come down just a little too big. That's all right. We're gonna do 4.25. 4.25 by 5.5. Now this idea might not work out, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing to give it a whirl. So these nice big foliage stamps. I need my Misty though, because I know sometimes I have to double stamp those. I love that Simon says stamp release too, but I'm holding back. I can't buy it all. I know, right? I don't know if ow. Well, that was fun. I don't know if I saw the Simon Hurley or Simon Says stamps release. I'm not sure if I saw that one. So I'm going to put this in the corner. No, I'm not, because I need this. I want this like stamped all around. And then I want some flourish in there. Now these stamps are not created equal, so this one sets lower. So we're gonna do the leafy part first. Okay, and I am gonna grab some fake plant because I know that is a nice, beautiful, rich color by Mr. Hurley. I'm gonna put this up here so at least it's straight. I'm gonna line it up there so in case it moves, I can put it back. Okay, and this stamp is stained, but it will not hurt anything. So we're going to ink up with our fake plant, grab our little handle, move these so I don't get them dirty because I need to finish coloring them. Okay, now when you're doing this type of technique where you're doing multiple stamps, cut all your card panels. Get them all cut and then stamp. Okay. You get this little guy stamped. You see you missed a little spot right there in the center. Let's add that in there. Okay. And then before you move your stamp, you grab your other panel and then you stamp. So every time you position your stamp, so I'm going to move it to that corner, I bring in the paper and switch it out and stamp them all. Yeah, see? Woo, that looks luscious. So at this point, if I were doing another one, I'd put the card panel, take this one out, put another card panel in, and stamp that corner. Okay? I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. I need to do that, and I need to clean it because I have to reposition it. And this will save you a lot of ink because if you put the paper back and you follow your little grid, you can make a little mark on it, put it all back the same spot. Then you won't have to clean in between. Okay, so say like this was my new paper, that was my grid mark that I had marked for it to go. Okay, see, and I technically I didn't even have to clean it because all I did was flip it. I didn't even have to put that in there. Okay, getting a little crazy with my ink there. Psychopath. I love I unsubscribe to some companies' emails because it's easier not to see the new stuff when I don't have the money right now. Yeah, I subscribed. I don't know if you guys know about Graphic 45, I think is what they're called. Is it Graphic? I want to say Graphic 45. Now, they're new to me. I found them on Instagram via a suggestion. You know how that goes. They have some gorgeous Christmas paper coming out next month or the month after. And I'm like, I had to subscribe to their newsletter so I can get notified when it comes out. I'm like, ooh, it's really pretty. And then I found another company. If you are in the UK, have you guys heard of the Crafty Purple Frog? They're in the UK. They sell distressed stuff. They sell their own line of stamps. I found them on Instagram too. So I'm going to take this one in a little bit more. Like so. And then this little ornament can sit there, and then it can sit there. That'll work. Okay. But the purple, they have some of the cutest stuff. And I'm like, I want to order from them, but it's all the way in the UK, and shipping is like, eh. But if you spend 75 UK dollars, which is like 100 in US dollars, you get free shipping. But I'm like, I can't below $100 on one company just yet. Okay, what is wrong with me and my stamping today? Quit. I should take that advice. I really only get Simon Hurley and Tim Holtz inks at the moment. I feel I don't need anything more than those lines for inks. But I do love Simon stamps. Yeah. There we go. Stampy, stampy. More paper. Yeah. Well, if you saw the paper, you might buy it too. Like, I really need it. And I don't really need it, but I need it. One of the pages is a full 12 by 12 design, so it's not something that you can, like, cut up and make cards with. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, I could totally make wall art with that. So now I just flipped it. I don't even have to clean it. Okay, I'm going to flip that and stamp. Now, of course, if you're doing a lot of cards, you've swapped your cards and all your cards have this design, and then this would be your last little bit. And see, I like this design. If it turns out good, it wouldn't be hard to recreate and realign and get going. I can't see. Kim says graphic makes beautiful paper. Did you Google the name for the company to see if it any use? Oh, no, I didn't. And I was going to message them, their company, because I started following them. Because even though I may not buy for them, they have beautiful stuff that's very inspirational to look at. What do I have stuck to my pad? I don't know. Oh, is that the handle? Boop. Let me get, oh, see, that just turned out really good. Let me get that cleaned up. So on the backs of all of my pads, I have a magnetic piece, and then the Blue Knight rubber stamps made a block with magnets in it. So you can magnet and go, and you know, you switch them out super easy, and it helps keep your fingers out of the ink sometimes. For me, it doesn't matter. But yeah, and you can get, when you buy the kit at Blue Knight, it comes with a couple of these, and then you can get more of these on Amazon. So I have all of my inks have them. And it helps if you accidentally have the dropsies and stuff. Get a little bit better grip. Okay, so we're done with that stamp. Looks beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to hang our little ornament. I'm going to hang that one there. And I think I'm going to do everything in black. Now, because these are all the same size from the same company, I'm going to do them all at the same time. Grab my stamp. And I don't think I've used these yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of paper in there and just test them. Well, technically I've used them all because I stamped them to see how they look. Get over. Okay, you can hush your dog up anytime now. Sheesh, people. Yeah, Blue Knight rubber stamps. I was gifted one and then bought another one. That way they're, if I've got multiple projects going on, I can do 2 at once. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there in the corner, nice and snug. Find our bar magnet, or not. Oh, there it is. Put that right there. Get some inky poo. And I do light tapping, okay? These ink pads, some of them, especially VersaFine Clear, if you push too hard, you'll get goo everywhere. And we don't want goo everywhere. I do want to lift this lid though. In the corner, quit moving stuff. Right off and right on. Oh, please look good. Please look good. Oh, this should stay wet long enough, right? Embossing drawer to the rescue. Okay. Lift. Ooh. Let's see. Gold, gold, gold. Hopefully it doesn't stick to everything else. If it does, we'll just wipe it off, because I did not do the embossing buddy, the embossing powder, but we'll see. It's just paper. It might stick to the Simon Hurley stuff. I don't know. Hopefully it dried. Okay. And we're just gonna tap that off. It's not too terrible. It's kind of weird where I have it sticking right there though. I'm going to put this back in here. Just like so. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to close this because the other day I spilled a whole bottle of Goo Gone and it made a terrible mess. I think I want to grab a soft paintbrush. I said soft, you're kind of crunchy there. Okay. And then when you have these little extra speckles, because we didn't use our embossing buddy, no big deal. Just dust them away. Dust them away. Da 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 da. And it doesn't have to be perfect. As I go back in, practice what you preach. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just wipe it away. It's weird. It stuck on the white part. It didn't stick to the green or anything. And as you brush it away, you can see that magnetic personality it has, that static. It just wants to stick to the paper. Okay, I'm going to turn on the heat tool, let it warm up a tiny bit, and then... Okay, there's something right here. It's a weird little fuzzum. I don't know what that was. Okay, heat tool, plug your ears. Yeah. It's kind of a waste of the black, but I was like, oh, we need gold. You could do the VersaFine Clear or Versa Mark in the clear and then emboss that in the gold. Do the same thing. And I'm just going to heat it up, warm up the whole paper, and then it kind of blows any extra stuff away. Okay, and then slow it down, and then just catch it. See if you guys can see that, because that's the fun part. And you can see I missed a little bit right there. It's no big deal. And doing it in black, it really doesn't show too much. Ooh. Thank you for that suggestion. I love it. All right. Whew. Get that off of there. See that? Okay. So we are going to Now, if I flip the paper, my ornament will be upside down. And we don't want that. So I'm going to turn the ornament around and leave everything else there, because that part's okay. I'm going to make sure that's stuck down. And that will be fine. My magnet, holy moly. Like, whoo, that was crazy. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. But before we do that, hello, we're going to use our little powder buddy. Just get some powder in there. And I'm going to, there's a little extra on there. Get that out of the way. There we go. Use our powder buddy. And it can be flour, it could be baby powder, cornstarch, anything that just removes the anti-static. Okay, grab our lid. Are you going to color in the ornament? No. Nope. We're doing this one easy peasy, just stamp and go. Stamp and go for this one. Get that nice and in there. Ooh, look at that. Put that there, put that there. Grab our, and you just pile it on. Don't be shy. You could dump the whole thing on there, okay? I wouldn't recommend that, but you can. Because all you're going to do is put it back into the container, okay? And I don't know if you can see this, but the last time I stamped, I had a lot of loose powder right by my design. I don't have that now. I have loose powder where I didn't put that powder right down the center. So I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna, this time, just take my finger and sweep it downwards. Ta-da! That one is ready to go. Then we're going to take our little coffee filter of craziness, and we're just going to put it back. See that? Fabulous, right? Whew. Get that cleaned up before I set something in it again. Clean up that. All right, close that up because we are done with that. Turn on our heat tool, which we had roaring for a little bit. Yep, still really hot. Uh-oh, what's going on? Hey, nobody asked you for your opinion. Something happened. It's not sticking right there. Just let it dance down the card. Okay, yeah, for some reason it wasn't stuck there. So if you notice it beforehand, you can do just like I did, just re-add your embossing powder. Make sure there's no embossing powder, which that looks, I don't know what that is. That looks like gold paint. Okay, now we're going to try this again. Turn on our heat tool. Okay, and so this one would definitely go like this. Now, because I have this weirdness going down the center, we can add a ribbon right there. We could add If the ornaments were going the other way, we could have had a sentiment right there. But I have this weird thing there, so... Let's stamp on it. Let's see what that does. Let's fill it in, because I don't like it. Now, you guys, please pray that it goes good, because I don't know. We're going to put that one in there. We're going to get a lighter color ink. Let's get some overzealous. Ooh, do we want overzealous or do we want something minty like it's in the shadows? Where is... Let me do a little test because I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to grab this. Okay. You stay put. Nobody wants you to get up. Stay. We're going to grab... Okay, this is our later gator. This is our first layer. Okay. We're going to clean that. And then we're going to try Minty Fresh because it's just a different beast of a green. And we'll turn it like this and see how they overlap. Oh, I like that. Now, before my embossing, I should have done that. I should have filled in the rest with this lighter color. And you can do the light color first, then the dark color. But sometimes things hit you in the middle of it and you're like, why didn't I do this? This would be our prototype. So then when I look at this card or I take a picture of it, I'll say, oh, there's the mint green and then there's the fake plant. So I'll do the mint, fake plant, and then my ornaments. And what's fabulous is maybe you have a leafy thing, but maybe you don't have ornaments. You can put whatever you want in there. Little swirlies, hand draw swirlies, whatnot. Okay. We are going to put this guy back in here. And we're going to make that one go. I'm going to make that one come right through there. Firsties. I think so. I'm going to grab that. Now, when I go to stamp over, it may not stamp perfectly. And I'm just going to be okay with that. Minty Fresh. Vellum, yes. Definitely. Vellum would be pretty on that. You could do a vellum across the bottom just under the bells or ornaments. Do a vellum with your sentiment on it, a sentiment strip. That would be pretty. Okay. Minty Fresh. Oh, look at that. Oh, you guys, even though I made a mistake and did it last, it is covering really well. Now, again, you would put your other panel in, stamp it, and then before switching, then you can clean your little stamp. We're going to put that one right in there, like so. Yes, Minty Fresh thinks the toothpaste. And it kind of looks like it. I mean, I've seen some pretty pale green toothpaste. You ever wonder if that's what he was doing? He was brushing his teeth and be like, oh, that's Minty Fresh. Ooh, I need a color that's Minty Fresh. It's just, I love the names of his colors. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. If you have now, see, this one missed a little bit in the middle, so I'm just gonna lightly ink that in the middle. vertical sentiments, that would have sat right there. And then again, you could have used the vellum, the strip. Okay, now we have all of that embossing right there. So I'm going to push extra hard. Oh yeah, there we go. Look, oh, woo. See, and now it doesn't look like I made a boo-boo. It all looks natural. And we're just going to put that one right there. And of course, if you do not like white space, should have had a magnet on that. Oh my goodness. My magnet really likes the make station, let me tell you. Okay, that's good. You could stamp this on a colored background. So if you have like a sky blue paper, or if you do ink blending, okay, you can stamp right over your ink blending. Oh, look at that. Now see, this is great. I can easily make 5 more cards of this, because remember, I have my trucks. I've got 4 trucks. I could do a 5th truck, and then I'll have 5 trucks and 5 of these out of my stamping for cards, and they'll all be slightly different. Now with this, you could back it. You could use the whole thing as a card panel. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Hold on one second. Oh, Christmas. Oh, there's a Christmas star. Okay, I need you. I have to have more Christmas stuff. It's important. I'll be right there. Talk amongst yourselves. I won't. Oh, that one. Okay, so what did I do for my stars? You did. You just had them. There you are. Okay. So, you know, we're talking about stuff for the center. And it just, yeah, I think it's going to be this. So at my dollar store, they have these little laser cut things. Oh my God. Please just let me in. Just let me in the box. Heathen. Oh, there we go. How fun would it be? Oh, yeah. And then a little piece of string to dangle that. And so when they get the card, that piece is actually moving. And whew, there's even a piece left over in the laser cut. Get your pokey tool. Get out of there. Get a little Simon Hurley lunar paste. Get my little, we don't need a lot. That didn't work. Let me try. Ooh, there we go. We're just going to add a little bit of shimmer to this. Cover up some of that brown. These little wooden things, you can find them online. You can find them at your local craft stores, especially during the season. I got this one at a thrift store. No, not a thrift store. I got it. Oh no. How long have you guys been gone? Sorry, I looked over and saw that was gone. Okay. But I'm not going to drop that on my card until I know that's dry. Get that out of there. And I shouldn't have used my good paintbrush for this, but it was there. Just be careful when I go to clean it. Are you guys still with me? Did I get completely disconnected? It says that my chat was disconnected. I'm here. You just stuck for a while like an old record, right? Smack me upside the head and get me to skipping. And it's going to do it again. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you for hanging around when my internet is being mean. Yes, I am buffering again. The wheel of death was spinning. Uh-oh. I did. Put that on upside down, you dork. I thought she was looking through her drawers for paper. Oh, I know, right? No, I went looking through my drawers of wooden embellishments. I went to the dollar store, no joke. And they reorganized their craft area. And I went for an envelope because I was needing to mail something. And I go down, and I'm like, okay, where'd the envelopes go? They moved them. I find the envelopes and turn to leave, and my eye catches a whole wall of these things in various shapes. And I'm like, yeah. So I bought them all. I bought one of everything because I had to. So we're going to wipe the back off to make sure I didn't get anything on there. And this is almost completely dry. I'm just going to dabble it with my rag. And look at that. Oh, looky. Oh. And then, I won't do it now, but I'm going to have to go and get some thread. I have some gold thread in my sewing. And I'll loop it through a couple of times. And then pull it to the back side of the paper. And then it can just swing on the card. And then say like somebody gets it and they're a card maker, they can snip that off and then use it on a card that they make. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do with these ones, is I'm going to give them each a star. So that'll be really fun. Speaking of mail, did you get the package I sent? Are you speaking to me? I will say no, because I received a package from Gloria. So the red thread, oh, that's a good idea. And see, that would add a pop of color instead of gold on gold on gold. So what I can do, I don't know where my sticky notes went. I know I killed one pack of sticky notes. I drowned them in that. The catastrophe of the Goo Gone. Use red thread to hang star. Yeah. See, and then I'll put these together in my little bin. I'll get everybody stamped and ready to go. Then I'll put these all in color, and then I can assemble them. And I think I'm going to use these as full panels. So they're going to go right onto my card base. Okay. Right on. Just like so. That's just going to be fabulous. You know what would be more fabulous? We're going to put that there, put that there, put that there. You know, I did read the comments, you guys. Oh, you could use both the greens. We could use overzealous in there, right? It's just a beautiful color. We'll get some overzealous, and then we will just bring it in on our edges just to tidy them up. Inking your edges, I don't know what it is, but it just gives it like this little bit of finished. Like you thought about that edge. And you just, little overzealous right there. Ba-bam, my friends. So you have all three beautiful Simon Hurley shades of green. Well, there's a fourth green, but that's not what we used. Oh yeah, duh. No, I haven't got that yet. I haven't been sleeping well, and my mind is going down the trash. I can't remember, like I mailed out my winter cards the other day, and then I'm thinking, I have this terrible feeling that I mailed them off to the wrong people, even though I had my list of stuff sitting right there, and I'm just like, I'm going bananas. Clean up, squirt, tap. Oh yes. Well, that one wasn't a tap. Now, see, I don't like how it beads up on this. It leaves them a harsh lines. I don't like those harsh lines. Get out of there. The Catherine Pooler paper, wow, reacts really bizarrely to water. I've never had a paper do that. Interesting. I will have to remember not to do that with Catherine Pooler paper. It did not like that water at all. It's really cool though. All right, so there we have it. I'm going to turn my AC back on and get on there. Get to making these, and I'm going to make 4 more of this one and 4 more of this one. I will post the pictures on Instagram this weekend, and we'll see. I might change up some of the colors just to make them the same but different, and same with the truck. I might do some watercolor. This would be pretty with some ink tint, because that gets some really rich colors. Can't remember shit. Yep, that's me. CRS for sure, 100%. I like to forget the stamp when I mail cards. Thankfully, I use a return address label and they come back. I haven't done that one yet. Thank you, Kim. I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. And I will see you guys all Tuesday next week. If you're interested, I will be using Fairy Stamper. They're Fairy Hugs brand stamps with other companies, because I am on their design team. I had a Tuesday upload on their channel, which I just put up today on my channel because I forgot to post it yesterday. And so Tuesday at whatever time I did it last Tuesday, because Debbie J goes live at 5:30. 5:30. What did I do, like 2 or 3 o'clock on Tuesday? I'll post it in my Facebook and Instagram. And that Facebook page is Chat with Sassy if you're interested. We will see you next time. Be sure to have that bell on so you can get notified of my craziness. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Da 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 da.